FastQuote has been designed to offer an instant on-screen estimate, which can be completely customized to a full quotation, whether using rough sizes or final build dimensions. You can create a quote for one unit or full suite of units, and virtually all window styles and shapes can be quoted for, including arches, angled reveals, and bay windows. Before you start, we recommend accessing our Help Center for guidance on what to choose. You can save your quotation to access later, email yourself a copy, or simply buy online. Step 1. This will give you an initial estimate using the least amount of information possible, and it also starts the process to build your own customized specification. The first thing to do is apply a reference number or room location. This will help later on if you are entering several windows. Enter the quantity of windows you need of this specification. Select the style of unit from the drop-down menu. Enter the width and height of the unit. The system only accepts millimeters. For example, 125.6 centimeters should be entered as 1,256 millimeters. Decimal points or imperial measurements will not calculate. Remember, you can change any of the details and add more units in the next step. Finally, simply click Get an Instant Price. Your price estimate is then presented, confirming the entry-level cost for that size and style of unit. If you need to, you can modify any of the details, change the glass type, fixing option, panel splits, unit color, and more by simply clicking the Modify button. To modify your quote, you will need to add your contact details, which will create an account for you to store your quotes, allow you to send a copy of the quote to yourself, and confirm if any delivery limitations are applicable, assuring accuracy of the quotation. Once you have filled in your details, click Continue, and you will now have full access to your quote to modify the details if needed. Formal Quote version 1 has now been created. The quote reference can be seen at the top of the page should you need it. All data fields can now be adjusted. If you need more information on any of the fields, simply hover over each one to reveal a question mark button. Clicking on this button will either give you an information pop-up box or link you to an explanation page. Make any changes you would like, for example, glass type and fix type. Please remember, with sliding units, if you change a width or height, the panel splits will also need to be adjusted. They must add up to the corresponding width or height of the unit. Once you've finished making any changes to your quote, make sure you click the Recalculate button to ensure all your changes are saved. When you recalculate the changes, this will automatically update the quote for you, with the version number being the last digit on the reference. You can update the quote as many times as required to compare specifications and prices. If you'd like to add another unit to your quote, you can use the Add a Window button, which will begin the process of adding a new unit of your choice. Select the style of unit from the drop-down menu once again. This will add the unit for you, with a default size and specification for you to change as required. Remember, with sliding units, when the width or height is changed, the panel splits will need to be changed to match. To save you time, you can copy specific items to other units you may have in your quote by hovering over the data fields to reveal a copy symbol. This will appear next to the question mark symbol if it's applicable. For example, if you want to ensure all units have 6mm toughened glass selected, simply hover over the glass field on one of the units and click on the copy symbol. Now all units in your quote will have 6mm toughened glass. You must always click Recalculate to apply any changes that you've made. There are some additional extras you can apply to your unit if required, such as locks and catches. These can be added by clicking on the Add Extra button at the bottom of each unit. You can also add extra trim if you don't think the standard size trim will suit your needs. Click on the Add Extra Trim button to open a pop-up window, which allows you to choose the type, length, and quantities of the extra trim required. You also have an option to add blinds to your unit if you want to complement and enhance your new window design. You can also create bay windows and splayed reveals, which will be covered in a separate explainer video. You can easily remove a unit with the Delete Window option, and you can also delete any extras you might have added by clicking on the red X that appears next to them when you hover over. For any additional items you may require, please browse our range of add-ons, such as fixing kits and cleaners, and simply add them to your quote. Once again, please remember to click on Recalculate to apply the changes you have made. You can then generate a PDF of your quote by clicking the View Full Quote button. Or head straight to the checkout by clicking on Buy Now. Finally, if you wish to come back to your quote another time, simply visit our website and click on My Account. You will just need to keep a reference of the quote number to log in.